We got a fun video today. You're in my house, and we're gonna check out my basement. Before we get started, you're a guest to me. This is the normal me. I wear jeans and a t-shirt as well. I just work all the time, so you normally see me dressed up. But we're in my house today, and I'm so excited to bring you this video to see my basement. So let's go dive down and take a look. So many really cool details I got put together in my basement, and that kind of begins right here. Coming off the stairs, one of the first things I recommend that you do is don't have a wall that just ends right at the basement. You want some sort of open treads and open railing so that it kind of invites you right into the space as a continued living area, not as a basement. And so we made sure that we did open railing and risers on both sides of the staircase. And this room is the room that I really wanted to feel like a place where I could come down and just relax. And so due to the topography in the lot, it's actually a step down, and we wanted 10-foot ceilings down here. And we had some kind of building restraints. So the tinners, the people who did all the HVAC, ran this ductwork all along the edge here to get the duct up to the upstairs, and it created this soffit. And I hate soffits. So I was staring at this, and I decided that what we should do is we should echo another soffit on this side, and this one's a complete faux soffit. And I've always wanted to do like a barrel ceiling. And so we have this beautiful barreled ceiling up here that, I don't know, I was thinking maybe I'd wallpaper or paint someday. But then I worked with finished carpenters to put some crown molding and get some like up lighting, so it kind of like shines up and gives this kind of neat light effect at night when I'm like watching TV or have the rest of the lights off. This space is really fun because it's a really long room. And so I was in Best Buy once and I was staring at their TVs and I realized that their end caps were so cool where the TVs just sat on display. And so I had this idea that we should build like this custom like floating partition so we could like divide this massive space into two spaces and put the TV on that. And so what we did is we had the electrician run all these electrical cords underneath the foundation here. They got a hammer drill and they jacked it up and ran some conduit underneath. And there's just an outlet in the center of the room. But then we had Amy, who built this amazing bookshelf and TV display that's actually on casters. So I can actually move it. In fact, originally, our TV area was on that side with a sectional. And then when we had William, we flipped the two spaces and just turned it around. And now that's William's play area over here. But it was this really cool kind of separation. And it's just a piece of furniture. We can move it someday if our needs and stuff change, but I can move the TV in and out depending on how much space I need. So there's kind of a fun area down here. A gas fireplace in the basement, really nice. We added a gas fireplace. Over here is kind of William's now play area, which is really neat. I mean, we want it to be like super cozy and fun. I probably should have cleaned up before we shot a video over here, but got these nice bookshelves for him to store all his toys, and he's got lots of toys. And then we wanted to be kind of fun, and so we got this kind of cool mural, and you know, I really actually kind of like it. It really just kind of tied everything together, and the grass cloth and kind of this like natural and comfortable space that we got down here for William to play in. And then I start each and every one of my mornings over here. So this is our exercise room. It's not a big space, but it's a great space. It's underneath my study upstairs, which I spend the other majority of my time. But every morning come down here and Amy and I do a little workout. Love my Beachbody, Joel, Lift 4, great program. And it's all free weights. We used to have a weight machine down here, but we didn't ever use it. The free weights are the best. So, you know, just down, we do a little workout. Yeah. But what's really cool in this space is all the Legos. So I have a Lego hobby, and my wife wants them like all hidden, so I had to hide them in a space. So I had these shelves put in. Alexa, Lego lights on. And so I have all my Legos on display, which these are adult Legos, so you can't really play with them because they just fall apart. They're more models and displays. But really cool kind of display here, and I added these lights to them, and kind of just fun to come look at from time to time. All right, let's look into some other spaces. So we also added this wet bar here, which we don't use as much as we thought we would, but it's kind of nice when we do like outdoor space and stuff. They can come in here for the gym and keep like all like bottled Gatorades and waters. Actually, I went away from doing bottles because I got sick of all the recycling and trying to be green. So we just bought a bunch of these and we just refill it. It's also more economic as well. But nice little beverage and a wet bar sink, and so that's nice. And then we have a powder room over here. And one of the cool things we did in this basement is these glass doors, but they don't have the opacity that goes through. So you can't see anyone inside, but it still allows light to like pour into these spaces that don't have windows, which is just awesome. Highly recommend that in the basement. Then we come back here and little mudroom crash area, which actually we just built. We didn't realize how important that was until we had William. Like, we really needed a space just to like dump shoes and coats and all that stuff. And so we're coming off the garage here, just kind of nice little mudroom. Mechanic room, and then we got my garage, which actually I'm like only a 500 square foot basement because my garage is below my house. It's in the basement. So my garage is eating up like half the footprint of my house. So my garage is attached in there, and that's it. So let's talk about things I like, things I don't. So maybe 3 things I would do again, 3 things I wouldn't. Totally love the barrel ceiling. I love the tall ceilings. I would do that totally again. I really like the movable media bookshelf area. I think it was a really good way to kind of partition the spaces. I love a fireplace in the basement because it gets cold in the winter. And I probably definitely do the doors again because I love having the glass that just kind of lets light pour into the spaces that don't have windows. Things I may not do again. I love these doors that go outside, but they're part of the design and the colonial look I wanted to have the French doors, but they're not as energy efficient as like sliders are for the cold temperatures here. And I'm always replacing the weather stripping because we're going in and out all the time. So I might do a slider if I could do it again. Honestly, and this sounds crazy, but we don't really use our wet bar that much. We use the one in our dining room when we have guests more often. We have 2 wet bars in our house, and I just kind of extra. I mean, it's fine that it's there, but I don't know that I would do it again. Other than that, I think the basement turned out really sharp. I love it. It's kind of our fun little rec area, but the real cool space is behind these doors, and that's my backyard, but we'll save that for a different video. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe. Check back for more trends in the Iowa City real estate market, and I'll love to see you next time. All right, get out of my house. Every backyard needs at least one big feature. To me, it's the water fountain. Can't wait to show you my backyard. Till next time.